Occupied Europe, 1943. For many civilians, war meant queues, ration cards, and a constant fear of empty plates.
I'm afraid that's all your ration covers today.
I'll write when I can. Keep him warm and tell him why I had to go.
On these tables, the war at sea became lines, pits, and calculations. If convoys failed...
We don't need to sink every ship, just enough to choke their supplies.
Our boats will wait here, in the dark. The ocean will do the rest.
The gypsum. Each ship in a convoy carried more than cargo. Grain, fuel, machines. It carried...
So far, just our own screws in the sea.
Let's pray it stays that way.
Some merchant ships carried medics and technicians, not just cargo. Their journey across the Atlantic was a gamble.
Another patrol, another convoy.
They say we're starving the enemy, but the sea feels like it's starving us too.
Somewhere beyond the horizon, ships and submarines were searching for each other.
Engines distant. More than one ship.
Good. We shadow them first. The killing comes later.
Quiet sea, noisy mind, eh?
I'd rather hear them than wonder if they're there.
For those on land, the Battle of the Atlantic was something heard in news bulletins. Distant reports that hid the fear of families with...
We tighten the screen on this flank. No sudden turns for the convoy unless sonar gives us something solid.
Understood. We'll warn the other escorts.
Merchant sailors knew that danger usually came without warning. The only signs were the darkness, the cold.
Multiple ships, steady bearing. A whole column of them. They're keeping good formation.
Then we will choose the right place to break that formation.
From above, a convoy looked orderly and strong. But beneath the surface, a single submarine could...
Bridge. Sonar.
I have a faint contact off our port side, not in the convoy track.
Request permission to keep tracking.
10 degrees to port. Slow and steady. No sudden moves. Let's see if this ghost stays with us.
One escort has turned toward us, bearings changing. They might suspect something.
Then we go deeper and quieter. Let them chase shadows.
Escorts had to be ready to shift from routine to combat in moment. Most of the time, they prepared for attacks that never came, until the night one finally did.
On shore, workers built and loaded the ships that went into convoy duty. Many of them had family on those same routes.
Contact fading. Could be a thermal layer, could be nothing.
I can't confirm a submarine at this time. If we chase shadows too far, we leave them exposed. Hold course, but keep every ear and eye open. He's out there somewhere.
Far from the convoys, cities lived with their own nightly terror. For civilians, the war was heard overhead. While ships hunted and hid on the Atlantic, towns and cities waited in shelters.
Column of freighters, escorts on the flanks. We are in good position. Get me a firing solution. If they hold this course and speed, a 2 torpedo spread into the middle column will split them. Then we aim for the heart. One blow, then we vanish. Stand by torpedo 1 and 2.
Tubes 1 and 2 ready.
Fire 1!
Torpedoes were almost invisible from the surface. By the time a ship's crew sensed something wrong, the damage was often already on its way.
Did you hear that? Flooding! Flooding! Get out! Up the ladle, now! Ship hit in the middle column. Signal the convoy. Turn away from the kill zone. Depth charge crews to stand by.
In seconds, a working ship became a burning trap. Survival depended on training, luck, and how quickly help could fight both fire and water.
One ship badly hit. Her engines are dying.
Then we disappear. No heroics. We dive deeper before the escorts arrive. Full ahead! We help who we can, and then we make them pay for this.
Depth charges worked by pressure, not precision.
Dropped in patterns, they turned patches of ocean into sudden, crushing shockwaves.
If they get the depth right, we're finished.
Then we hope their aim is as tired as ours.
No clear screws after the pattern. We may have fought deeper or off bearing, but I can't...
If you can't reach a boat, jump clear of the hull. Don't get pulled under with her.
Rescuing survivors meant slowing down and becoming an easier target. Yet leaving men in the water was unthinkable for crews who might face the same fate tomorrow.
You're safe for now. Rest while you can, this night isn't over yet.
One freighter sunk. Survivors on board, sir.
We tighten the screen and keep moving. If we stop, more ships die tomorrow.
Feels wrong to sail on past the place they went under.
If we linger, we join them. Our job is to keep what's left moving.
They've closed ranks. We hurt them once, they won't make it easy again.
And with our damage, another attack would be a dangerous luxury.
Ever tried sleeping after listening for submarines all night?
Only long enough to dream about depth charges.
Aircraft patrols forced U-boats to dive and wait. In daylight, every shadow in the sky could mean fewer torpedoes in the water.
Oil spills and wreckage, but no periscope. If he's still down there, he's staying quiet.
Mark it. Then we keep sweeping. They only need to surface once.
Each sinking begat a second journey. Telegrams traveling from naval offices to ordinary streets. He wrote that the sea was dangerous, but that someone had to sail those ships. Behind every tonnage statistic were ships, crews, and families. Charts showed trends, not tears.
But storms were a double-edged weapon. Heavy seas made it harder for submarines to strike, but they also pushed crews and ships closer to the limits of endurance.
If he's still out there, the sea is hiding him well tonight.
Submarines depended on their batteries. To keep hunting, they had to surface and run their diesels. Little islands of noise and risk on a dark ocean.
Possible submarine wake. Mark this point and signal our ships.
If he's there, he's already gone under again.
We blunted a convoy. We are a convoy, but we are not a ghost ship. With this damage, an attack is a gamble we may not survive.
Land meant safety, or at least the hope of it. But many ships were lost within sight of the coasts they were trying.
One lost, sir. One lost, sir. But the rest are still afloat. It's more than some convoys could say last year. It never...
Ports lived by the rhythm of arrivals and delays. A convoy reaching harbour meant more than ships saved. It meant...
Easy, easy. Hold it right there. Easy.
To many eyes, this was just cargo. Grain, fuel, spare parts. But without these...
We lost good men, but the convoy arrived. I don't know how many more crossings we can endure.
U-boat crews counted success in ships sunk, but also in boats that never returned. Coming home alive was its own...
In military hospitals, the war's front lines ran side by side. Men from ships, trenches, and airfields. War drained classrooms as well as shipyards. The cost was not just in lives lost, but in years of education and... By 1943 and 1944, the Allies were slowly turning the tide in the Atlantic. Many who died at sea had no grave but the water. History turns journeys like these into lines on maps and numbers in tables. But every convoy